In this video, I would like to take you through how you can file KRA P9 form using Excel rather than the pre-populated form in the KRA portal. So what you're required to do, just get into the KRA portal and search for iTax. After searching for iTax, you'll be taken to this interface where you shall now log in into iTax portal. So after getting into the iTax website, what you need to do, just enter the user PIN here, which is your KRA PIN. If you have forgotten, you just need to come here and let me show you. So first, hit continue. So in case you have forgotten your password, you need to click here to reset your password. But because I have not forgotten mine, I'll just continue and log in. So what I need to do, I just need to enter the security stamp here. So it's 55 minus 13, which is 42. I just enter it here. Then hit login. Then after logging in, what I need to do, I just need to come to where we have return. So in my case, I will not be able to use the ITR method because I have already filed return for this person using the P9 form. I'm just doing this video for demonstration purposes. So in case even in your case you want to do the amended return, you can just come here where we have file return. But the method applies since when you get into ITR now, and continue, you shall download the Excel sheet and feed it using Excel. But you can also use this method where you say file return. Then after clicking file return, what we usually do, just come here, select the tax obligation, choose file tax obligation for resident individual, then click next. So you can see I'm being told that I have already filed return for the year ending 31st December 2024. I just say okay. And now in your case, if you are filing for the first time, this space will be, type of return will be original, but in my case it's amended. So what I need to do when I get here, I just need to download the Excel form of my client, which it will be downloaded in my gadget. So it shall just take some few minutes based on the speed of your internet. So for now, my internet is a bit sluggish, so it will take like 1 minute to complete. So it is done now. So in order to view the downloaded Excel form, let me show you. Without even closing this video, you can just click this three-dotted icon and then come to where we have download, and you can get it here. But in case you don't want to do that, you can just minimize this window and come into your file explorer, then come to where we have download, and the form is here, which is a zip file actually. So what you are supposed to do after getting here, you just need to click. Then after clicking, you can come to where we have properties, and then click where we have unblock, and then hit OK. So the reason we are doing this is to disallow macros from disabling us from manipulating this form. So then click OK. So now we are good. We can just open this file without any macros problem. Now let us open it. So after opening this form, it will be tell us that it does not allow cut and paste any value in the workbook. Let's say OK and agree. Then the first section, you just need to enter your client's PIN. So my client's PIN is here. So it is in our P9 form. So I just need to come here and get my client's P9 form and open it. Let me come here, ease of access, and get my P9 form. P9 form. Let me it is under the download. Let me search for my P9 form. P9. Forgot to open it, so it is here, which I want to file return for. Okay, now we are good to go. So in order to get your clients or your KRA PIN, so this is the personal identification number. Is usually located here. Employee PIN, it is here. So let me enter mine. So mine is A0111, A0111, 365, 070, 070A. Then you need to choose the type of return. In your case, it will be original, but in my case, it's amended since I'm filing for the second time. So amended form usually fill it if you are doing a correction of an error which you made while filing the return previously, before the next subsequent years have occurred. So, but because I'm filing for demonstration purpose, let me maintain it how yours will be. It will be original. So I just need to choose the return period. So my return period is from 1st January 2024 to let me come here to 31st December 2024. So actually my client does not have any form of other income. So, but in case you guys have any other form of income, you just need to select here, and this tab will be added some spaces where we shall get some profit and loss account and a balance sheet, but my client does not have, so we shall just follow it. But in case you have any question about how we do the other one with individuals with withholding certificates, receiving income from other sort like rental income, I will show you. So you can just contact me through the contact in the description page, and I will respond promptly. So from there, we need to get into tab F, where we have the employment income. You just need to fill some few details here. Let me show you. So you just need to enter your employer's PIN. So I said our commandment is the PIN and form. So to enter our employer's PIN is usually here in the PIN and form. So I'll just enter mine. So my employer's PIN is here, which is starting with P051, 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 114, 271 R. Then I need to enter my employer's name. So the employer's name is here. We get back into the P9 form. So the employer's name is here, but you are not allowed to copy and paste anything here. So you just need to enter it manually without copy pasting. So it is the Green Garden Schools. Then I need to enter my gross pay. So to get my gross pay, you just need to get back into the P9 form. So the gross pay is located here at section D, or this is a column, or column D. Yeah, it's a column D. So I need to enter this total here, which is 511,200. 511,200. Then I need to enter my allowances and benefit for the car. So it's 0. So the net housing value is also 0. My client does not receive any housing benefit. For the spouse side, we need to not fill anything which is grayish. We don't need to fill it. So you can just click next and head into the M detail. So this is just a repetition. So to enter the employer's PIN, just click this drop down arrow and re-enter it here, or just re-enter it manually. So you just need to refill the name of the employer again. So which I said is the Green Garden Schools. Then I need to enter the taxable salary. So what is taxable salary? So this is the salary in our P9 form. So we just need to get back into the P9 form. This is salary which is subjected to tax after removing a lot of allowables which are in your income. So this is the income which will be subjected to tax, which is here. So in my case is under H, named as chargeable pay. which is here. I think you can see it. It is here, chargeable pay, which is a total of 486,360. 486,360. Then I need to do the taxable payable, or the taxable payable or taxable salary. So to calculate the taxable payable or the taxable salary, what I'm required to do. So basically what we shall do, you need to get back into a P9 form. After getting back into a P9 form, you need to come here. You see these, let me show you. Let me adjust again. I think you can see this pay tax. So you need, or the total tax corrected. You just need to take this value of 52,774.8. Then you add the personal relief of 28,800. So let me do that. So that is the value which you need to fill here. So that value is ranging to is 81,574.8. Then after doing that, you need to come here to get back into a P9 form. You see these payable tax or tax corrected, which is here, which we added with personal relief. You need to enter here, or your pay basically. You need to enter the pay here, which was of 52,774.8. So the difference between these and these, it should give you the tax refundable of 28,800, the personal relief. So in case it gives you a different value, you just need to know you have made a mistake somewhere. So we need now to come to tax computation. So which you need to fill here. You just need to fill your pension contribution value. So my pension contribution value is let's get back into the P9 form and find it. So my pension contribution value, where is it? The actual value. So it is here, 24,840. Just need to enter it here, 24,840. So it's there. So then what I need again, what we can fill, what is something which we can fill? I think we had we need to do some affordable housing levy. So we need to get that value. It is not provided in our P9 form. It is just shown as a relief, but we need to put the affordable housing value. So in order to calculate the affordable housing value, we need to come back into our P9 form. Affordable housing levy value. Are we having it? This is just a relief, not the total value. So what we need to do, we just need to take 1.5% of the gross pay. So which is 1.5 divided by 100 multiplied by the gross pay, which is here of 511,200. So that this value, we need to enter it here. The value of 7,668. Let's check. Yeah. So this is how we usually do it. So after entering it, I think you are good to go. So this is how we usually compute. This is how we usually compute for tax, or how we file return using the Excel form. This is what we usually do. So after you are through with everything, what you need to do, but just ensure you have offered the relief which you need to offer. So after doing this, so when your value is a negative, this technically means this is a tax refund, but when it is a positive, it is a tax liability. So after you are through with it, what you need to do, you just need to validate. So just hit validate. So validating will just take like 1 to 2 minutes to complete validating. But I think my Excel is a bit sluggish because of it have done a lot of work. So let us give it time for it to reset again, but it will be back to normal after some time. It is good now. So let's give it time to complete verifying the relevant documents so that now we can be able to download the sheet. So as we are waiting, so you can so the sheet are ready to be uploaded. Do you want to generate an upload file? I just say yes. So I'm told that you can find the file into Shiba document. Just be sensitive about this information, since an error can result you in filing wrong returns. So it is saved as a document, and it was saved at 423. So just say okay. So what now you need to do, please don't close this window for now. So you can just minimize it and minimize here. You can just get back into your browser, get back in the portal. So the file which now is saved in our document, you need to upload it here. Just choose the file, then come to document. So it is a zip file document. So let me show you where it is. So it is saved as a document. So let's check. So today is date 26. So let's check. So it is here. So I have multiple reasons. That's why I was sensitive about the date. So the date is May 26, 2025 at 4:23. So I'll just upload it. After uploading it, I need to enter my date. Yeah. And then after I read this condition, I'll just tick I agree and continue and then submit. But in my case, since I was just doing it for demonstration purposes, so not submit, but in your case you can submit and now receive a receipt now which you can use to pay the liability or claim for a refund, which have been adjusted from 90 days to 120 days for now by KRA, which I don't know is a good thing, but technically is a bad thing. KRA need to retain your money for 120 days before they conduct the refund. So that is the finance bill which you're expecting. So thank you for watching and God bless you. And that is how you can do filing your return using Excel. In case you will be using the ITR method or this method, all of them, they will just take you to the same process. But in your case, it will be an original since you'll be doing it as at first time. But I was just doing it for demonstration purposes. So thank you for watching and Almighty God bless you.